Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley begs Donald Trump to pardon him and wife Julie. Todd Chrisley is begging Donald Trump to pardon him and his wife, Julie Chrisley. He is also claiming a lot of bad things are happening to him in prison. However, they are still claiming their innocence in the entire situation. Keep reading to find out more about Todd and his wishes for pardon. Julie and Todd Chrisley in federal prison. Todd and Julie Chrisley are in federal prison. This is for tax evasion and fraud. However, they are still not owning up to doing it. Julie was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison. Todd was sentenced to 12. Julie did have a resentencing hearing where she had the opportunity to get her sentence reduced. However, the judge did not feel like she deserved that and did not reduce her sentence. Some feel like the judge only did this because she is famous and did not want to let her off the hook. Yikes. He begs Donald Trump to pardon him and his wife. Todd Chrisley is not having the easiest time in prison. However, he is hopeful that Donald Trump will pardon him and his wife. His lawyers spoke on his behalf. Todd is also claiming that he had a Make America Great Again sticker in his prison cell, but it was taken down by a guard. He also says that he has had his books thrown, bed flipped, and Pepsi poured on his bed. He is not having the easiest time at all. However, some people feel like he deserves what he is getting. Julie has also been going through a hard time in prison away from her family. She has had some health issues in prison as well. It seems that Todd is not having the easiest time in prison. However, some people feel as though he deserved this for what he did. Todd is not owning up to doing it though. He wants him and his wife to get released from prison early. However, fans do not see that happening due to Trump having a lot of other things on his plate. In a bold and unexpected twist, straight out of a reality show cliffhanger, disgraced reality TV star Todd Chrisley has reportedly reached out to former President Donald Trump, begging for a full pardon for both himself and his wife Julie. According to sources close to the Chrisley camp, the Chrisley Knows Best patriarch penned a heartfelt, handwritten letter from his prison cell, appealing to Trump's legacy of unconventional pardons and flashy second chances. And in true Todd fashion, the letter wasn't just a dry legal plea. It was a full-on performance. Donald, help me get my life back. The letter allegedly begins with a flourish. Mr. President, I know a thing or two about reality television, and so do you. I also know what it's like to have your name dragged through the mud, your motives questioned, and your intentions misunderstood. I'm asking, no, begging, for your help. Todd reportedly compared his criminal case to a media circus and framed it as an example of the justice system being too quick to tear down public figures. He insisted that the charges against him and Julie, bank fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy, were the result of jealousy, lies, and a media determined to destroy a Southern family living the American dream. Julie's condition, a motivator for clemency. One of the most emotional elements of the letter revolves around Julie's current condition. According to insiders, Todd claims his wife's physical and mental health have been deteriorating behind bars. Julie is not just my wife. She's the mother of our children and the heart of our family, he wrote. She has never been a criminal. She has only ever followed my lead, and for that, she's paying the price. Todd allegedly asked Trump to save Julie from what he describes as inhumane prison conditions, calling her situation cruel and unusual punishment. He invoked the image of Melania Trump with compassion, suggesting she would understand what it's like to be the strong but silent support behind a larger-than-life husband. Melania stood beside you in your storm. Julie stood beside me in mine. Don't let her go down with the ship. Trump's reaction? So far, there's no official word from Trump. But let's just say this plea didn't exactly come out of nowhere. Todd and Julie were known to be sympathetic to Trump during his presidency, and Todd has often expressed admiration for Trump's business acumen on his podcast Chrisley Confessions, And now, with Trump actively campaigning and always eager for attention-grabbing headlines, a pardon of two reality stars might not be off the table. One Trump insider reportedly commented, "Todd's letter is dramatic, emotional, and a little over the top," which means the former president might actually read it. And hey, if it helps stir media buzz, it's not outside the realm of possibility. The reality redemption pitch. In a particularly theatrical portion of the letter, Todd appears to offer a media-savvy proposition, a full-blown redemption arc. Mr. President, imagine the power of a second chance, not just for us, but for America to see what grace looks like. Let Julie and I return to the public stage, not to relive the past, but to rebuild. To prove that even those who fall hardest can rise again with the right support. He reportedly offered to use his platform to promote criminal justice reform, to advocate for prison rehabilitation programs, and to show the world that redemption isn't just for the powerful, but also for the broken. According to a prison source, Todd is even planning to write a memoir titled "Pardon Me, My Southern Redemption." The draft outline includes chapters like God, Grace, and the Gavel, and Orange Jumpsuits and Humble Pie. Savannah Chrisley weighs in. Meanwhile, Todd and Julie's daughter, Savannah Chrisley, has already voiced her support for the presidential pardon campaign. In a recent Instagram live session, she addressed her followers. "I know some people think this is a long shot, but I believe in miracles. I believe in mercy. And I believe Donald Trump has the power to right a wrong." Savannah also hinted at having made her own attempts to contact Trump's legal team, saying she's doing everything possible to bring her parents home. "My mom and dad are good people who made mistakes, but they don't deserve to spend years in prison for it. They've paid enough. It's time to move forward." Critics fire back. Of course, not everyone is on board with the Chrisley's Hail Mary. Legal analysts have pointed out that Todd and Julie were convicted in federal court after a lengthy trial with significant evidence, including falsified documents and witnesses who described elaborate schemes to evade taxes and deceive banks. One critic posted on X, formerly Twitter, "So let me get this straight. Todd Chrisley spends years bragging about money, scams his way through the system, gets caught, and now wants Trump to bail him out. Sounds exactly like something Trump would do." Still, even skeptics admit stranger things have happened. The final plea. Todd's final lines in the letter, according to a source who claims to have seen a copy, are nothing short of cinematic. "You once said you were the voice of the forgotten. Well, Mr. President, I'm just a father, a husband, and a human being who's been forgotten. Please help me bring my family back together." Whether the plea reaches Trump's desk or results in action is anyone's guess. But one thing is certain, Todd Chrisley is refusing to go quietly. And with a flair for drama and a camera-ready pitch, he's making one final bid to turn his real-life downfall into a redemptive twist worthy of a reality TV reboot. Stay tuned.